Welcome back to another session of Space Games and Space Beer with me, NPC. As you can see, the game of this session is Starfield. I got a lot to say about it, but first, I'm going to talk about the beer. It is new to me from Ecliptic Brewing, Portland, Oregon's famous, space beer brewery. This is the Cloud Core Hazy Pale Ale Seasonal. It is at 5.5% alcohol by volume. Just popped this open and it is very tasty, very tropical, very citrusy, but it's not too citrusy. And what I love about it is that it is citrusy without the grapefruit bitterness. This is good. I like this. I grabbed this from a Bevmo up in Vancouver earlier, and I will be happily finishing this 6-pack over time. Okay. Starfield. The newest game from Bethesda. I got it at early access launch. I was unsure if I would do this because, well, again, this is a Bethesda role-playing game. This is Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena. But in more recent times, the newer ones, Fallout 4, Skyrim, if you've played those games, you kind of know what to expect from a Bethesda RPG. Where I'm going with this is that they tend to be ADHD-driven romps of infinite fuckery that are not the most enjoyable for a spectator to watch. Lots of inventory management, lots of running around and doing fuck all that makes no sense just so you can cheese something, or it's a sandbox kind of go wild game. Well, after 100+ hours, all of them lovingly enjoyed, I thought I'd actually give a try at playing this with kind of a story approach to it, actually role-playing a character in Starfield. I have done this once previously in a Bethesda game. Usually I will think of a character that I'm going to play, and then I will make that character, and then within an hour of playing that character, they are a sneaky sniper. That is just how you play Bethesda games. A sneaky sniper who cannot resist loot hoarding and picking everybody's pockets and stealing anything that's not bolted down to the ground, and even then giving it a good honest go. The only other time I've succeeded at role-playing a Bethesda game was when Fallout 4 came out. I decided to make a character based on my dad, who died when I was 4. And that was a transformative experience for me. It was very cathartic. That experience changed how I approach Bethesda games. I'm not going to get that deep with this one. I have an idea of how I'm going to go. And that idea will be revealed when we get to the character creation portion, which will be happening in this session. I do want to also talk a little bit about my approach that I'm going to take with these recordings. I'm planning to do a breakdown of play into focused sessions with goals, definite goals in mind. Low to no loot hoarding. I'm going to do my best to look only for the actual useful things and not try to build up, vast collections of crafting materials. And I'm going to leave my anything that has a particularly low value to weight ratio. I'm just going to let it lie. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to do it. When I officially start a quest, my plan is to complete that quest. I am going to stay on target, Star Wars style, play that quest till it finishes, and do my best to not get distracted by things. I'm planning on putting a whole lot of the smaller, quick side quests in, I'll do a session where I just focus on a whole lot of those at once, kind of clear out, New Atlantis Mission Pass Episode 1, and then, return to New Atlantis Mission Pass 2, or stuff like that. Everything's going to be dedicated, focused, and going to do my best to roleplay a character the whole time. I've probably got a lot more that I could add there, but I'm just going to leave it there and get started playing. One last note, I play with mods. I play on PC. It's just how I play Bethesda games, so I will post a mod list. Some people have things against mods for some reason. I like to tailor my gaming experience. I have now finished this game twice on my own, just screwing around. This time I'm going to focus on a character experience with mods the way I want. I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to try and keep my commentary at a minimum going forward. All right. Oh, yes, and one last note. I do play with a controller. I play with a DualSense Edge that I have a highly customized, modified profile on Steam. I will also share it if anybody wants. Okay, let's go.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. Except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady, and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Free of red tape. Ugh. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusties? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
All right, first tip. You can pull in the left trigger to focus. The game doesn't tell you that. Makes it go so much quicker. However, it also burns through your that little power meter you have in the lower right corner. So, for example, here is how it's going to go if you just hold it. Versus here's how it goes if you pull in the left trigger.
They're ready, boss. Get back up here.
I'm busy. Is there anyone else to bother?
Come on. It's time. You're with me.
Now you can't switch to first or third person just yet. You don't actually have a character model.
3, 2, 1.
Standard's reading a clean break. Shutting down.
Let's go! Hella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Flashlight? Yeah. This is a mod. It makes it a lot brighter. Doesn't change the distance and the size, unfortunately. Just changes the texture. So much more useful.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything?
Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
All right. here we are at the character creation system. This is going to take me a little bit of time to work through who I want my character to be. And once I'm done, I'll tell you more about what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to time lapse this through the whole process, and I'll be back with you momentarily. And now I am done with the character creation, or at least the face building aspect of it. In front of us, we have my interpretation, my ability, my attempt to recreate the 1980s hit movie star Dolly Parton from the movie 9 to 5. I'm going with a kind of a Dolly Parton inspired playthrough here. You know, the world could use a little bit more Dolly Parton, so I'm bringing her to space. She's a national treasure. Anyway, let's get back to finishing the rest of it. Oh yeah, and if y'all think you can do better, please let me know. She's as close as I can get it. I spent a lot of time on this, but I figure at this point I'm just nitpicking. And, you know, Dolly likes big hair. Unfortunately, not really any big hair. This is the closest thing that I could find. And it's surprising that this is the closest thing to a blonde in the character creation system here. So that's the wig she's wearing for this adventure. Maybe mods will add more hairstyles down the line. I look forward to that. Anyway, let's skip over body. Okay, well, she definitely is not going to have that first one. She's gonna walk like that. And let's see what we got. And we're not going to be thin. Let's give her a... There we go. Yeah. She's ready for space. Okay, and... yeah. It's always pretty pale, so we're gonna stick with that. All right. Background. Dolly. Or my imaginary version of Dolly. She looks mean with all these shadows, so I might have to hit up the Enhance store and do some changes later. But anyway, for now, I have looked through all of these backgrounds, and this one's going to be a bit of a stretch for the role playing, but so there's a couple of skills that behoove you to take them as soon as you possibly can, if not at the start of the game, simply because they are kind of a pain in the ass to level up. This game has a system where in order for you to level up a skill that you have to complete a set number of challenges related to that skill. For example, with piloting, you need to defeat X number of ships in space. And for persuasion, you need to succeed at X number of persuasion attempts. Well, given that every persuasion attempt was hard-coded into the game, there is, like, really a limited number of persuasion attempts that one can attempt in play. So if you want to get persuasion, you need to get it at the beginning, and you need to start leveling it as quickly as you can and put points into it as soon as you can. The other one would be security, which is used for your lockpicking and hacking computers. It's all the same skill here. Security, again, it's, while with the procedurally generated worlds, I mean, I guess you could say there is probably a near infinite number of facilities that you could go raid and hope to find some things to pick. Unfortunately, the later in the game that you get, the fewer and further between the lower level picks are. So you frequently will come across these safes or computers that you want to hack, and they're like, oh, it requires expert or master. Well, if you don't take the skill, the only thing you could do are the novice level ones, and you're going to run out of those. So it's another one that you want to get very early and level very quickly. There's a few others as well out there that really benefit from that. I would say like research, and again, piloting, just so you don't want to grind those space battles, or there's probably a handful of others. So the two to me that are most important right now are persuasion and security. So here's what I'm going for here. The only of these backgrounds that starts with him is the industrialist. There was a time when all you wanted to be was a titan of industry, maybe a ship designer or a megacorp executive. Thankfully, that skill set never goes out of style in the settled systems. This one has persuasion and security, and it's also got research, which is another good. I don't necessarily think I'm going to focus too heavy on research with this character, but having it at the beginning is good. Another one would be barter, because the sooner you can level barter up, it's going to have the best long-term rewards if you level it up sooner, of course, because you will make more money and spend less money. Well, there is no class that has persuasion, security, and barter, so we're going to go with persuasion, security, and research methods. So here is my explanation of how I'm going to roleplay this. So if you have seen that hit 1980s movie 9 to 5, then Dolly Parton was one of the members of this company. We'll just forget what the company specifically did at that time, and we're going to say that this company was a mega corporation, and she did her job, and she left, and she did her stint as a country music singer, and now she is following, I guess, the Loretta Lynn path and becoming the coal miner, or the coal miner's daughter, whatever. So that's how I'm going to explain it. She used to be an industrialist, then she became a miner. Now we're going to see what the galaxy has in store for her. Right, traits. Well, I'm partial to the Freestar Collective. They definitely have that Firefly feel. They have more of the southern accents. I myself am from the Southeast United States. I am partial to that accent. I find it very appealing. And if I am going to commit myself to reading aloud the text responses of this character, then I'm also going to commit to that accent. So we're going to commit to Freestar Collective. Kids stuff I've heard is pretty fun. With this one, you have in-game parents. They're NPCs, and you can visit them, but you automatically send 2% of your credits home to them. So, whatever. 2%. I understand that it has some pretty cool story stuff, and it's just adorable. So I'm going with that. I got parents. The rest of these, none of these really. I mean, Taskmaster is kind of interesting because you can potentially automatically repair something, and the cost is that all of these traits will have a cost, and the cost for this one is that hiring crew costs twice as much. Well, in the 100+ hours that I've played, I've never once hired a crew person. I've only ever used the people that you can get for free, of which there are several. I've never really needed an extended crew, so. But I'm not going to go with it. Taskmaster doesn't quite fit. The rest of these, hero worshipped is. I mean, you get a free crew member. They're annoying. Yeah, she's a country singer. Sure, why not? We're going to go with the hero worshipped, the adoring fan. I think it's a nod to a previous game. we're gonna go with it. Okay, and let's finish. So, oh, I thought I selected the background. Did I not? Okay. I gotta click on it. Great. I'm gonna finish. Now, for the name. For this, I looked through a list of all the names that the voice actor for the Vasco robot had spoken. And as throughout the game, Vasco will come up and call you by your name, provided your name falls into a certain category. So I am not quite sure which of these names it's going to go with. So I picked 2 names from it that I think fit the theme well. We're going with Molly Harper. Molly Harper. We are going to confirm.
Oh, yeah. You were a real rags to riches to rags story when you signed on. From space industrialist to contract miner. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
It was incredible, like a dream or a vision.
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me. You'll walk it off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
At this point, gonna save.
Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Oh, hey, look at this. Somebody left this gun. I wonder if I'm going to need it soon. It's gonna quick save again.
Barrett?
Man,
Been a long time.
yes it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new girl found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. She passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right? Went on a trip, huh?
How'd you know about that?
Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything but coincidences.
You could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
All right. Another quick save, just in case I die. I'm gonna do my best to not save scum this either. I just don't want to repeat all that conversation again. Okay. Now we're gonna use the quick bar here. I like to put my laser cutter all the way over there. And I like to put my Eon right there. Do I have anything else on me? Just got some beryllium. I guess I kept that. Oh, I gotta put my med pack. Oh, already on there. You know, the more I see this, the more I like it. Yeah. Definitely got a dolly thing going on. Just wish I could have given her bigger hair. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Just like the emergency drill.
Okay, how many miners we got dead? The rest of the bad guys, all right. Put my gun away. I'm in private company.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Now, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
What is Constellation, anyway?
You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
You can take me off this damn moon. Sign me up.
Nothing wrong with honest work. Although, yes. See your point.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but she's not some minor anymore, Lynn. Soon as she touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
What about the mine? Don't you need me?
Now that we've been attacked? We've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going.
Thanks for everything, Lynn.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get her to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time. Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Who are you? What's Constellation?
See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out.
Why was the Crimson Fleet after you?
They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
You're giving me your ship.
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
Why send me? Shouldn't you go?
Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now.
Right.
And Vasco, don't let her break my ship.
Okay. This is where I am going to stop my first full play session. Not a lot of play happened here, mostly just doing my best to create Dolly Parton in a video game. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. Once again, this was Starfield, and I have been drinking the Ecliptic Brewing Cloudcore Hazy Pale Ale, seasonal, very citrusy, but in a good way, in my opinion. Again, not that sour, burny, grapefruity way, but actual citrus, kind of citrus sweet way. I dig this. And again, I'm going to be doing my best to role play what would Dolly Parton do in this video game. Well, when we return, I'm going to pick up with a real quick session of running around and grabbing what basic loot that I can from the starting area, and then we're going to hop on our ship and get going. So thank you for watching. If anyone is watching, I have a lot of fun making these. Let me know if you enjoy them. Anyway, I will catch you next time on Space Games and Space Beer.